the night, I was walking down the street. I was getting kind of hungry. I decided to get me something to eat. Now, I passed up all the chain franchise joints on Hamburger Row and stopped at a little greasy spoon place I always eat at called Eat, Sit, and Go. Get you one of those greasy hamburgers all peppered up, lay you up in the hospital for 10 days. So I ordered me up a couple of them grease bombs. Waitress brought them over, lifted up the bun, checked them out. Damn, no ketchup. So I nudged the guy sitting next to me at the counter. I said, hey, partner, how about passing the ketchup over? Suddenly, this little bitty green hand holding a ketchup bottle came into view. And I freaked, because the guy sitting next to me was a Martian. Now, in 28 years eating hamburgers, I ain't never run into no Martian, not at 2:30 in the morning, and certainly not at a fine scarfing establishment like Eat. Well, he was sitting over there with a bunch of colored sticks on his plate, and I looked over at him and I said, what you eating there, boy? Crayons? And he said,
why no, they're Martian cigarettes. Here, try one.
Well, about half hour later, he looked over at me and smiled. Them old Martians ain't got but 2 teeth in their head. And he said,
how do you feel?
And I said, well, so good! Yeah, dude! Go boogie! Wow, go break that! Got the skin shuffle and the kudo blues. Don't know what a boogie like a small shit do. We're gonna boogie! Go boogie! We're gonna boogie! Ow, till the break of day! Beezer! Yeah. Meanwhile, back at Eats, I was still thinking. I said, how come out of all the places you could have landed, you ended up here? He said,
Well, according to my lunar space map, this town here is supposed to be
the boogie capital of the USA! So I asked him, I said, now where else you been, boy? And he told me.
Said I rocked him over and I rocked him down. Rocked him in the country, I rocked him in town. Rocked him from Memphis on up to Maine. Well, Papa lady and she asked my name.
Told him the name was